Mary!
Paul brushed Mary's hair out of her face, trying to get a good look at the cut the blood was coming from. She opened her eyes, and Paul drew back instinctively.
I'm okay.
She peered into the empty front seat.
The guards?
Gone. Thrown out. Downstream somewhere.
Water washed into the floorboard as Paul unbuckled first his, then Mary's seatbelt.
What is it, Paul?
No idea.
Hurricane?
Maybe.
Right.
Mary's reaction told him she hadn't thought that. So she did remember something from being married to him.
Let's go. We gotta get to higher ground.
Mary grabbed her laptop bag.
Leave it, Mary!
What? I can't...
It'll be soaked and only slow us down. We have to go.
He pulled her out of the Jeep and into the muddy road, where Paul caught his first full view of the chaos below, what had been Theota only seconds earlier. He saw the expression on Mary's face, and that steeled him enough to grab her and turn her around.
Run!
The explosions were less frequent now, but David and Kate still ran cautiously.
What could do this?
A tsunami could have washed the mines into the ship.
David's mind flashed to his conversation with Sonia. A tsunami at the exact time of the Amari global attack? He didn't believe in coincidences.
Ares and Dorian did this.
How?
The ice. In Antarctica, they melted it. Does the ship there have any weapons?
No. Wait. It has emergency mines for asteroids and comets.
Could they melt ice?
Definitely. Comets are mostly ice.
How do you know that?
I don't. I know it because she did. That's weird.
The tidbit about comets had come naturally to her, like her own memories. Previously, when she had cured the plague, she had focused on the science. Remembering her Atlantean counterpart's knowledge had been an effort.
Let's keep moving.
They ran through the corridors, occasionally stopping to grab a bulkhead when an explosion rocked the ship. At the surface, David instantly sensed how bad things were. It should have been morning, and the sun should have greeted them, but it was dark, almost pitch black, and he couldn't see a single star. Waves crashed into the rocks below. Buildings crumbled in the distance. They stood for a moment, the hard-falling rain numbing them. David leaned over to her.
Get below! I'm right behind you!
He ran into the clearing, past the pallets of supplies. At the base of the mountain, at sea level, the crumbling ruin that had been the fortress of Theota was sustaining an onslaught beyond imagination. The base was almost completely submerged. Only a few buildings jutted out, but they were falling fast. The jet that would have carried them away lay overturned, several hundred feet from the runway, which was also flooded. The rain came in sheets, and David fought to keep it out of his face and his eyes open. From his peripheral vision, he saw movement, Milo and Sonia. They ran to him, and the three of them took cover under the trees, just past the clearing. The wind gained steam, forcing each of them to reach for a tree, holding tight, bracing as it picked up speed.
I came out to look for you!
That was smart! You did good!
Sonia leaned close to his ear.
It would seem we've underestimated our enemy.
Badly.
Behind them, David heard something that seemed to drain all other sounds away. The rain nearly ceased. Through the darkness, he saw a wall of water rising, bearing down on the mountain. It would wash over it, taking everything and everyone with it. Paul could feel the cool water level rising, moving up his legs, like a countdown to his and Mary's death. He tried to pump his legs faster, but it was like doing water aerobics in the shallow end of a mountain lake. Mary was falling behind.
Paul, I need to stop.
Paul tried to estimate the distance to the top of the peak. 200, maybe 300 yards? The rain had almost stopped. Maybe the massive storm was ending. But the water still crept up his legs. It was almost to his knees now. If it leveled out eventually, maybe they could swim to land, pausing to rest by hanging onto the treetops or floating debris from Theota. But if the water topped the mountain, their only option would be to find something to make a raft out of and try to make landfall further inland.